Horror Show podcast. I'm Cecil Laird.
Jessica Stabbit.
I'm the Wikid One.
I'm in Fuego.
That's right, guys. We have another new face this week. We had a recent episode where we got to interview Jessica and her horror history. And this time we are going to be doing the same with the Wikid One. And the reason we're going to be doing that is because he is just as much into horror as we are, I believe. It seems. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Love that name.
But yeah, anyway. So let's jump into it. What is your horror history? Where does it begin? What was your first exposure to horror?
Probably say school. That was scary.
Okay. All right. All school.
Yeah.
All
no,
right.
I mean, as far as like watching a horror movie, my mom would never let me do it. So I remember one night she was watching Child's Play, and she fell asleep on the couch.
Oh, so she was into it, and you were trying to sneak a peek, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I crept out, and she was asleep, so I just sat down on the floor, kind of in the hallway, and just watched the whole movie, and it fucked me up for a couple weeks. My mom didn't know why. I watched it. She was like, oh my God. And then she really wouldn't let me watch them, so.
I slept through most of it. I didn't think it was that good.
You're preaching to a huge Chucky lover over here.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah,
no,
this guy
Chucky's
can
one of
actually
my
recite
favorite.
the entirety of it.
I can do the whole,
chant.
The chant. Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. You want me to bust it out? I will. I mean,
I
I
think
don't
you
need
should.
to, but
Do it.
I think
Do
personally
it.
you should.
Ade Dewey Dembella, give me the power, I beg of you.
That's perfect.
Ever mercier de bois chayo, s'accusente a mémoire de mort, mortis mela de bacorde ma boche, adele por de boisse Dembella.
I love it. Cheers to
amazing.
Cecil.
Thank you very
amazing.
much. Thank you.
I'm sure they're not like very often where you get to let that shine.
No, it's not. That's why I take advantage every
You
fucking
did it once
time.
before on a podcast, but this is the first time on live video that you've shown
I
your
could have
skills,
gone
sir.
all out and done it like Brad Dover, like Adile por de boisse Dembella.
I mean, you can use that to get to the front of the line pretty easily.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's probably
Yeah,
true.
Go
Yeah.
front of the line, then do that whole thing, and then
Yeah.
I probably could, especially if I had a doll in my arms. Yeah, I could probably get away with
Well
it.
done, sir.
This ain't about me,
I
guys.
tip my brother.
This ain't about me.
No, it's
So,
not.
all right.
It's all Josh.
Child's Play was the first. So
Yes.
did Child's Play give you nightmares, or was it
Absolutely.
just the gateway?
It was the
Or
gateway
was
that
it both?
gave me that.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Sometimes it's both.
Yeah, but I mean, I loved it. I loved like how scared I got off of it. It
What
was
kind
like
of
that
nightmares
first,
did you
like,
have? Was Chucky after you?
Chucky
or what?
was after me, and then it transitioned to like I was Chucky, and then it started kind of getting worse.
So
from
was he
there.
trying to kill you or transfer his soul into you?
I don't know. We never got that far.
Okay, you're like, thank God.
Yeah, it was.
Well, they got that far in the movies.
I was out. I seen him. I'm gone.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
Spoilers,
So where
they
did it
got
go
that
from?
far.
So Child's Play.
Yeah.
Where did it go from there? What was the
Just
you know,
anything.
following?
I mean, I grew up in the the late '80s, early '90s. So same thing. Friday the 13th. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Later on in life, it was more like the Rob Zombie style.
Okay.
Movies.
Okay.
Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses. I really like Lords of Salem. A lot of people do.
It's my favorite movie.
Okay,
Why?
I'm with
What?
you guys.
I'm not
I love
gonna
Lords of Salem.
What?
I love Lords of Salem.
No.
I think Lords of Salem
Guys,
is
I'm
so...
just going to go ahead and turn off mic number 2.
Yeah, you know what?
You don't need to
He's
hear anything
outnumbered
from
here.
that one.
Lords of Salem is
That's it.
dreamy
That's
and
it.
creepy and
It
beautiful.
was nice having
and I
Jessica
love
on
that
while she
film.
was here. Go ahead and act like she's not anymore.
Oh wow!
Just kidding.
Damn.
Just kidding.
Cold-blooded.
Just kidding. I lean into my jokes. I
I'm
lean
so
into
with
my
Josh
jokes.
on this one, man. I think
All
that
right,
Lords
she's
of Salem
back,
was
she's back, she's back.
badass. I think that film was great.
It
I think
was.
it's his best made film visually.
Yeah.
Personally, as far as like the shots and just the.
Are you telling her to fight back? Is that what's going on?
Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Come on.
There's no reason to lie.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, but go ahead.
I mean, I like all the whole spectrum of everything he shoots because he's got like the crazy like out of this world gore stuff like House of a Thousand Corpses, and then you go to more like realistic horror like Devil's Rejects.
Well, now,
And then
how
got
do you
Lords of
really
Salem,
feel
which
about
kind
House of a Thousand Corpses? Because that wasn't his vision. His vision was what it was before the studio was like, okay, now here, take an extra $1 million for your ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, they were like NC-17. We're not going to release this, and he was like, okay, well, let's trim here, let's trim there, let's do our thing. But
Any trimming sucks.
D-
You know what I
which-
mean? We
okay,
always,
which
as a
do you
horror
like
fan,
better,
you
though?
always want to see the uncut crazy shit.
Oh,
Damn
of
right
course,
we do.
of course.
And
And
dude,
that's why I'm waiting for the It version that's the director's cut.
But
It's gonna be
doesn't it
fucking
suck?
awesome.
Yeah.
Doesn't it suck the fact that he still hasn't released that original cut
Yeah.
of House of a Thousand Corpses? He still hasn't done it. It's been screened at a couple film festivals, and that's it.
Really? There's an original version?
Dude,
without the big budget ending?
Before they trimmed it,
Really?
before they added the additional ending, yeah, he had a cut that he submitted to the MPAA.
Dr. Satan wasn't even in that cut, was he?
Nope.
No. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
It was something
That'd be so
completely different,
interesting.
man. And they were like NC-17.
Did you know about that?
So.
Huh?
Yeah, that the original cut was no Dr. Satan and all that. Like,
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The original cut was no Dr. Satan. He took it to the studios, and they thought while it was too gory, it was good enough to warrant a bigger ending. So they gave him like an extra $1 million to go, and he used that to shoot the whole Dr. Satan sequence in his lab. That's why it feels so out of place.
Yeah.
It's because it is fucking out of place.
Yeah, it really is.
Like it wasn't
really
in the
is.
script,
Like,
you know.
Maybe,
Like,
but he still got another NC-17 rating. He had to resubmit it 3 or 4 times, dude, before he finally.
although to
got
those
the
in the
R rating.
know, they do know that House of a Thousand Corpses is the origin of the monster that is now Chris Hardwick.
Ew.
Did you realize?
Yeah.
He's everywhere. He hosts Talking Dead. He's done numerous comedy specials. He hosts now 2 game shows on regular TV, and one of his earliest roles was in House of a Thousand Corpses. He was fatter. He was a bigger dude, and he ends up getting killed in the movie.
Yeah.
So.
He's not funny.
So if you're not fans of Chris Hardwick, watch House of a Thousand Corpses. You'll see
Watch
him get
die.
killed. But anyway, moving right along. So what else got like as a teenager? What was the deal with horror? Did you have to sneak out to see it? Were you allowed to watch it at home and rent movies? What's the deal?
No. My mom was like the cover your eyes type of mom.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, which just obviously makes you want to watch the shit more.
Naturally.
Exactly.
So.
Naturally.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
in
it
the
was-
same boat, man.
You know, the dawn of the internet, it's like you could sometimes find stuff on LimeWire, which was cool, or like BearShare and shit. But
BearShare? I've never heard of that.
Oh, God, man.
That sounds like a...
Way
like bear shit.
Listen, I think that
That's
to
where
me...
I downloaded the process of belief by Bad Religion.
That
dude.
sounds like an illegal website for a particular segment of the gay community.
I mean, which I am a member of, is their
BearShare.
issue.
Oh, okay. No, not at all. If I was a part of it, I would be part of the bear community.
Absolutely would.
I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
I've got
A little
the
bit
beard.
more,
I'm a
yeah,
bigger
a little bit more of a
I
beard.
need to grow a little more. Yeah.
You're
I
right
was gonna
there,
say,
I
you
keep
get
it trimmed
bearded up,
down, you know.
and,
It gets mountain manny sometimes.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's
you know,
not
Mercer
good.
could be your cub, bro.
I've never gone as
wow.
full as yours, though. I've never gone as
Wow.
full as yours. You actually, like, clearly you treat yours.
Absolutely,
Because there's
yeah.
no way it comes straight down like that otherwise. It would be fucking wild as
yeah,
fuck,
it
right?
gets
Beard
a little
oils and
wild.
stuff, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually sponsored by 1740 Beard Balm. I have
Yeah.
my
Are you
own.
really?
Yeah, I've got my own beard oil. It's called Blood Offering.
Really?
It's like a black cherry, like all natural
You want to
oils
hook a
and
brother up
scents.
or what?
Oh yeah, I got you guys.
Fucking yeah, dude.
I gotta
Let
do
me do
order
that.
them
I want to
coming
grow
in,
this
so-
shit out. I'll do it like... I'll do it hardcore
actually,
style.
I know I showed these to you guys earlier, but here are some
Yeah.
limited edition beard pins.
These are fucking awesome.
Nasty,
I'm gonna
dude.
walk up and
Cross-promotion,
show
guys.
this
That's why
because
we do this.
these are really fucking cool pins, you guys. So what's the origin of the pin? What's up with this?
It's
All seen
just one of my
beard.
logos.
Okay.
I just do a lot of different.
So,
have a
dude,
lot of
did you
Well, let's
different
get
design
to
this?
it. What do you do? What the fuck do you do?
Oh, that's
we're talking
right.
about your
We
horror
don't know. It's
history.
just
We don't
like-
even know
Okay, I
yet.
have
Who
to
is
ask
this bearded
Josh, though.
asshole?
Yeah.
Did you design this?
Actually, my buddy Jacob 8 Legs Cook designed
Okay,
the
that is
bearded
so
pyramid.
legitly awesome.
Isn't
man.
it? That's what
Like,
I said.
Well, dude, especially
Hand
with
drew
like
it.
the whole,
Yeah.
Illuminati eye going on and all that shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I did the
fucking
graphic
sweet.
design on everything else for it.
Nice.
That is so cool, dude. Yeah, it's really
Oh,
awesome.
here, and then I got some bracelets too for you guys. So,
Bring it on.
I don't know, there's
Yeah,
a pink
yeah.
one, a red one,
Heck
all
yeah.
different colors.
I'll wear
You
the
know
pink
what I'm
one
saying?
because I'm
pink one.
confident.
We got a red one.
Progressive.
Yeah.
That's what we call that.
Fuck yeah.
Progressive.
Hey, it's,
So,
it's
all right, what the
2018,
fuck
okay?
is the Wicked One?
So basically, I am a rapper. I know, white guy rapping in 2018.
No, I have
Shocker.
a singer in my metal band who raps. Cecil can attest to it.
Nice. What's his
Chris,
name?
Chris Payne.
Chris Payne. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
him up. I'll tell you if he raps.
Yeah, please.
I'm
So,
just
so
playing.
what? How did you get into it? What's the origin of the Wicked One?
I mean, I always loved horror as a kid, and coming out here, I actually grew up in South Dakota until I was like 13, and then I moved out here to Arizona, and unfortunately, like, it is a part of my history. I got into ICP. Like,
hey,
That's not.
You know what?
Listen, don't apologize for
you're
that
not-
shit. The Great Malenko
No,
is
was
one of my
amazing.
favorite fucking albums.
It was
And it's the
amazing.
only one of theirs that I know, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'll go
Yeah.
on and on about it. So
It
go
was
ahead.
amazing for an album.
He was laughing.
It-
No. The one
great.
after the
I
Great
just think it's
Malenko.
funny how everyone's like,
I don't really like ICP. I don't.
There's always the
not anymore.
caveat.
Dude,
Yeah.
I read his autobiographical thing, his little book and stuff, and I think Amazing Jekyll Brothers with the hot sauce and all that stuff, and Snoop Dogg being on there, and I stab people. That shit is funny to me, man.
It was dope back then.
It's like people taking it too seriously, that I think gives ICP a bad name.
Dude,
but it was also like back then. It was like horror oriented. Like I'll stab people, like I'll kill people. Now it's like
Boogeyman, dude. That's
now
one
it's
of the
fucking
best
about
fucking
magnets
rap
and
albums
weird shit.
or rap songs ever to me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That
After they
and
completed all
awesome.
the cards and stuff,
Halls of Illusion, like that.
So
that shit was great.
This is what did it for me, and not to get off on a side tangent, but I'm gonna get
Go
off
for
on
it,
a side
please.
tangent.
That's the point.
So I was like hardcore into it for a minute, and they had like the 6 Jokers cards and whatever, and I was like, me, I don't really believe in anything up or down. It's just like I'm here, whatever. So they were like more like the kind of satanic, demonic shit, and I like that because I was like angry music. And they put out the 6th album. At the end of the album, they said this whole time we've been talking about God, and we don't give a fuck if we tricked you. And the chorus goes, "We're not sorry if we tricked you," over and over again. So I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I've given you so much of my money. I came to so many concerts, and you're going to try to turn some shit around on me.
Wow.
Was the Hell's Pit record after that or before that? I'm trying to remember.
I believe it was after.
Yeah, okay, wait, hold up.
If you're not
Did
familiar
you just
with
fucking, if you're not familiar with ICP, are you just telling me that these fucking 6 Joker card CDs, including the Great Malenko, were masquerading as like devilish, you know, going after the ghosts and all that shit, was actually praising God the whole fucking time?
That's what they alleged, but it didn't make
sense.
This is what they said.
Whoa, I had no fucking idea about that.
I mean, dude, bizarre.
That's crazy. That's not, like, doesn't bother me. It's like interesting in its own way. It's like, yeah, that's fucked up to do to your fans and stuff, but like, but is it? Like, it's like, if it's coming from you guys, like, should it matter? Like, that's, it draws a line in the sand that's forcing your fans to, like, get on one side or not.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
It honestly made me want to go chicken hunting after those.
Oh, he's got old school reference.
All right, so go ahead.
Yeah,
so how did that contribute?
I basically was like every other kid who was a juggalo and just wanted to rap. So I just started basically like battle rapping people at shows. I would go to like other high schools.
Can you fucking freestyle?
Not right now.
Ah, damn it.
I'm going to start
coughing. You knew what was coming. You knew what was coming.
I'm going to start coughing in the middle of it because I'm just getting over the sickness.
All right, well, how's this? If hopefully you'll be willing to come back.
Absolutely.
You prepare a little something, a little horror something for us when you come back.
You guys, for sure.
All right, cool. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
Absolutely.
Now that you've agreed to do what I want,
continue. This man's maniacal plan manifests.
Yeah, you can't get around it, man. You can't get around it. Go ahead.
I basically was just like, freestyle, battling people, and just started rapping and like just started recording. So I mean, I did that. I started that when I was 16, and I'm 32 now. So
we were both in the same room, just like 34.
3 something.
I mean, I just
I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, exactly.
I just I love it. So
We're hip.
I've traveled the country and just done shows, and that's about it.
What kind of shows have you done?
Everything I've.
Have you opened for anyone people would know?
Yeah, the last biggest one was like probably 2 years ago, I think. So I kind of took a break to do some acting stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind of acting? Oh,
man,
you're just gonna toss this shit out, like,
packed, bro.
Like, yeah, I took a break from music to do acting, but I got back to fucking like what? Like
it's just
fucking dropping your nuts on the table, like Jesus.
Damn.
Come on, go ahead. Explain it. Go ahead.
I can't remember what I was talking about now.
It doesn't matter. Start anywhere. Start at the music, leading into the acting. Go ahead.
And then the nuts on the table.
Oh, the biggest show. The biggest show.
The biggest show, please. Yeah,
was
thank
Wiz
you.
Khalifa. That was in.
Really?
St. Paul, Texas.
That's no joke. That's a name you can drop. Fuck yeah. You want to pick that up for you, or?
Yeah, I mean, I need a couple of hands.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big name to drop. Can someone help me out?
I mean, that was kind of the last biggest one I did, and then I travel all over the country constantly, usually to the East Coast, like Philly, Indianapolis, like places like that. So I've just always been doing that, and I kind of took a break, did some acting. I've been in like 17 movies now.
Really?
Yeah, my IMDb's crazy.
What was any we'd know?
You have an IMDb.
Krampus 2.
Really?
In that one, it was just in Stasis. That's on Netflix. It got horrible reviews.
Which Krampus 2?
One of the 1,000.
Yeah, I was like wondering who was the director.
It was
Robert Conway.
Robert
You were
Conway.
in Robert Conway's movie. Oh my god.
Hold on.
Just opened up.
This guy
You
knows.
just opened
This
up a
guy
can of
knows.
worms.
This guy knows.
Hold on.
David over here helped on every Robert Conway.
Did you help on Krampus?
No, the first one, yeah.
The Awakening, right?
The first one was the last
The
one
Reckoning.
he was on, The Reckoning.
This motherfucker.
Oh my god, let's get into it. Oh,
No,
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do
I
it.
can't do
Please,
that.
please.
I don't know.
Oh,
Let's-
okay.
So then,
I'm too deep in the community.
Shit,
like,
fuck.
yeah.
All right.
Didn't they go
Off
from-
camera, off
okay,
camera,
okay,
off
so-
camera. We gotta get to this shit
Okay,
off camera.
they did
I'll
go
cut
from-
this shit out. It's fine. But we got stories to trade, brother.
They
Oh,
did
what's
go
up?
from
Oh,
CGI to
shit.
practical, right?
They did, yeah.
Yeah,
Krampus
yeah,
2
yeah.
was practical, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh man, oh fuck. All
I
right,
did
all
pull
right.
that motherfucker out of the middle of the desert with my truck. And he didn't even give me gas money.
That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me.
Dave,
just a little. Did you, I don't know if you noticed this from off camera, but it was like this.
You got the privilege of getting him out of the desert. That was-
Yeah, you have that story now
Yeah,
for the rest of your life.
Wow.
He still hasn't given me my footage either.
Surprise,
We'll
surprise.
talk.
We'll
Anyway.
never get it. All right, wait. Let's take a pause so I know. All right, so
Yeah.
All right, so besides Krampus 2, what else were you
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
Just, I was in a few things.
That's cool, man. That's
we worked
cool.
with Alan Thicke before
Really?
he died.
Right before he
Boo.
died.
TV's Alan Thicke?
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome,
felt
dude.
bad. I stepped on his foot in the bathroom, and I think I might have killed him. I'm heavy. I might have caused
You,
a blood
you
clot.
sent the
Like,
blood
yeah.
clot? I was just gonna say it
fucked up.
started
I feel horrible.
traveling slowly.
But yeah, no, he was amazing, man. He was a really cool dude. I worked with Michael Ironside too. We both did
shit,
So,
yeah.
have you been killed on camera then?
many times. Yeah.
Nice, bro.
What's your favorite way you've been killed?
Shit, I don't know.
I mean, you're keeping all this shit under your hat, but
Stasis,
we
yeah,
have,
it was
we have
we didn't
horror
even
fans
know.
that will
Yeah,
seek
yeah.
this shit out.
Oh,
Drop
Stasis
some
was
fucking
cool.
movie names,
Stasis
man.
was
Yeah.
cool because they blew me up, so I got to work
Really?
with like actual pyrotechnics, and like they shot dirt balls at me, so it made it look like there was bullets exploding by me. Like,
Really?
it was legit, and I got shot
Hell
in
yeah.
the face one time, and it was the fucking take that they kept.
of course.
Oh, it looks so real. And I'm like,
it
yeah,
should've
you
been.
fucking
Yeah, 'cause you
shot me.
fucking
Like,
shot me in the
"Oh,
face."
But then, I mean, the cool thing about that was like it was a SAG, like it was legit Hollywood production that came out here and shot at the old Glendale Beat Factory, which is the Painted Tiger.
Yeah.
So as soon as they knew I got shot, there was like 10 people over to me like, "Do we need to bring you to the hospital? Are you okay? Should we wipe your face off?" And it was like, "Calm down." Like, it's
You're
not-
like,
You're
I'm
like,
gangster,
yeah, I
dude.
mean, I'll
Yeah,
take the
why
face
not?
wiping,
Yeah.
but we're good otherwise.
That's cool.
So, okay. So, continue on with the rap career, because I'm curious, like, what evolved and what specifically do you do? Is it geared towards horror? I mean, you
Yeah.
called it to me. What did you call it?
Horrorcore.
Okay.
Yeah, horrorcore is
Explain
the
what.
term that we
Okay,
all
so
use,
explain
so-
it, please. Explain
Yeah.
what horrorcore is.
Horrorcore is-
I don't know. I'm a little naive as far
Yeah.
as this shit comes. So please
I
explain
got
it to
you.
me.
It's essentially just like a style of music. It's an underground rap. It's not about women and cars and drugs. I mean, it could be, those things could be talked about, but it's not like centered around that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's more of putting a horror movie to music. Like, I'm going into detail about how I'm cutting each one of your arms off and putting them in the oven. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
So original stuff. You're not talking about
Yeah.
horror movies that you like per se.
sometimes I also do that too. Like,
Okay.
For the film that she was in, the fan film Friday the 13th Legacy, I actually did the theme music. So they
nice.
they asked me to do it, and it was really dope because I shot my video while they shot the movie. So like in between the movie scenes, we shot the video, then I got
That's
to edit
smart.
the video,
That's smart.
and we put that out kind of together, and it was really cool because
Oh,
they did
yeah.
a premiere in was it Tucson?
It was Tucson at the Lost Cinema.
Yeah, so they played the video, they played her movie, and then they played my video right after, so it was like on the big screen. and shit.
Oh,
It was
that's
really
awesome.
cool.
Isn't that such a cool feeling?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple of our movies go up on the big screen. We our very first film, Hidden Intent, was actually that was screened on a big screen for my. Go ahead, just cross.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we have a
that's
ravenous
ridiculous.
dog
we have a
that
ridiculous
wants to
dog
be
over here. Jesus.
brought
Yeah!
back inside.
But
That's it.
anyway, we made a movie that was our first short film, which was 15 minutes long. I made for a class. It was a mystery thriller, and then our second one was actually a horror movie.
Nice.
The reason I bring them up is because we actually did. We recently found a VHS with those movies on them, and just recently we were able to transfer the footage, and we are going to be presenting them to the audience in the very near future.
I want to be part of that.
It's going to be pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, they're 20 years old at this point. It's a trip.
Are they going to be rough?
It is a trip.
It's going to be rough.
It's a little rough, but
a rough
honestly,
trip down memory lane.
Listen, it's not as rough as I'd think, as you'd think, because there was a glimmer. Producer Dave and I knew what we were doing way back in the day. We were doing it on an extraordinarily limited budget and a very limited camera. But
punk rock is fucked.
It is.
Yeah.
But you can see,
back then it was really limited.
Well, and I told producer Dave that we have one of our earliest shots in our very first movie might still be my favorite shot of anything we've ever done, because it's just so. It took setup, it took timing, it took a lot, but it was so fucking. It came out so cool. It still holds up. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But there's just something about getting into that sort of thing that's awesome, and I love people that have that same sort of passion. So I'm always interested to find out how okay, so the rap process for you.
Yeah.
Where do you start? Do you start okay, I want to rap about this, and then you just kind of let it come, or do you write something down, or how does it work for you?
I honestly don't have a process. It's it could go either way. I have producers who will send me instrumentals and beats, and they'll say, "Hey,"
and that's what I was going to ask you as a musician myself. Do you make your own beats, or do you just outsource all that shit?
I used to, back in the day, but right now, I do photography, videography, graphic design. I'm a media marketer, 40 hours a week.
Yeah, dude. So you're time to make a beat.
Exactly. I'm just you know what? I'll take your shit, which I know is banging, and I want to hear my own voice on, rather than spend a week trying to perfect my own beat, because I keep picking it apart and keep redoing it.
It takes so much time with your Fruity Loops or whatever you're messing with, man.
Fruity Loops?
Yeah, Fruity Loops!
No, that's a sequencing program.
Yeah, Fruity Loops is dope. It's still used, and it's really good. I mean, it's crazy how easy, I was going to say a second ago, limited back in 20 years ago, when you were limited, it really meant you had a VHS camera where you could record, stop, go to your next scene, record, and hope you get that shit right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you have a T5i, or you got a 5D or whatever. You can shoot as many times as you want, blend things together, and it's really was more limited back then, and now it's just so easy for everybody to do it.
Truly, man.
Yeah, that's why it's such a huge field out there.
Yeah, that's when it's tough now, because it's the playing field has been leveled, so everybody who wants to express themselves has the opportunity now, as opposed to the gifted and limited beforehand. So
I want to end with something, but before we get to that, where can everyone that wants to find your material? Plug time.
IMDb first.
Yeah, IMDb is Josh Schultz. If you want to check me out, I'm the most popular.
Spell the last name for him.
SCHULTZ.
Okay.
Yeah, just like the Peanuts guy, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Minus one letter.
Oh, okay.
Way to go, Fuego. Way to go.
Tried.
Fail. He's yeah, you're not the first person to fucking try and do that.
Right.
No, I know. That's why he corrected me quickly.
Go ahead.
You sucked.
No,
so where can they go?
You can go to my website. It's www.thawikid1.net. That's THAWIKID.
Oh, Tha Wikid.
I'm a rapper. You gotta
all right.
put some kind of slang or whatever on there.
No.
Do you have a YouTube channel at all, or no?
Yeah, it's youtube.com/Tha Wikid One.
Okay.
You can get to everything from my website.
Okay.
My store, which also has the bearded pins available right now.
Nice. Yeah.
$10 plus shipping.
Yeah, they're really fucking cool.
Thank you.
They're
I'm gonna
bloody
wear it for
badass
sure.
awesome.
It's
and then
really
we
cool.
also we just dropped 3 free albums on Spotify. There's
Really?
30 tracks, yeah.
Jesus,
Damn.
that's
kind
a
of
lot of
collective.
awesome free shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Expensive to make.
Yeah, well, you're
So fucking share
So
it.
what?
at
They
least.
just search the Wicked One on Spotify.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
you'll find it. Mission Infect is our group. It's basically I think 8 to 10 different people.
Damn,
So
so
it's
some free flavor, man. That's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up.
And
Good-
are they
good
all
variety.
horror themed, or is there one our fans should go towards?
No, it's all horror themed.
yeah, that's
So
awesome.
it's killer, man. The 3 albums are just amazing. And the
So-
fact that it was all free is just even better.
Yeah, the plan right now, guys, is I think we're going to go over at some point tonight and do a reaction to one of their music videos.
Oh yeah.
So you can see a little bit of what they do, and then you can seek them out for yourselves. But the last thing I wanted to talk about is the fact you mentioned it briefly on our podcast with you, Jessica, and that is you guys got together in a really cool fashion. Are you okay to talk about that on camera?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what did you guys do? What did you guys get to do last year?
I got to do her.
Ah, snap!
Last year?
Spoilers, spoilers.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, last year? Well, let's see. That's been
I've done a few times.
yeah.
No, I mean,
So
I'll
what
let
did you guys do?
I'll let you do some talking. She basically wanted to hire me for some photos through a friend. And she's a fucking flaky model.
What?
Canceled on me.
Oh, shit.
I've actually heard that there is a
They're
tendency.
They're
With
horrible.
models to be flaky?
They're horrible. You guys work on your time, and it pisses me off. Anyway, I'm glad I went with the third time that she booked me, because it basically was like, yeah. I told my friend, I was like, no, I'm
You were
not doing
persistent,
it.
bro. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, she was hot enough where I was like, it makes sense. But if she does it again, like, I'll never talk to her. So, but luckily, she did the photo shoot, and then I'll let you explain some of your gushy feelings about it.
Yeah, please.
And then when we had sex.
Oh my god. Hey.
So romantic. So romantic.
You know.
Yeah, I booked the shoot with him.
The third time or the first time?
The third.
Okay. All right.
I
Sorry.
went through with it, and
Is that how you determine a photographer you'll use if he's willing to reschedule a couple times?
Well, I was very picky about like who I would choose. Because I lived in Flagstaff for a little bit, and I would do photo shoots out there, but they were just like little nature shoots, and they were always girls. And I come out here, my friend, I was like, I need to do.
Let me throw some blood on you.
Yeah, I was like, I need to, update my photos. He's like, oh, I got a great friend who can do this, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, I booked him 3 times. And finally, the third time. And then we clicked, and I hit on him a lot.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I was after one thing.
Yeah.
But then it progressed.
Oh, wow.
And
You knew.
and this is, and now here we are, like 4.5 years later.
And you're officially together via
Married.
who?
Sid Haig.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yes,
He's
he
like,
married
we're gonna cut
us.
all that first shit out.
I'm like, here we go. No, it's good. But yeah, I was driving towards this, so I'm glad we finally got the off ramp.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
The
say-
Captain Spaulding,
Captain
in full
Spaulding.
makeup and costume.
Yes.
Full makeup, costume,
Full
and
makeup. Character.
character.
Yes.
And
That's
he
what's so
remembered
awesome.
us from 2016 when I spoke to the, I guess you could say, owner of Mad Monster. They
Was
were
it
like,
Evan or was it Joe Mo?
It wasn't Joe.
It was probably Evan then.
Yeah, he said, "Oh
Name
yeah,
drop.
he remembers Josh because of his beard." And Josh
Figures.
was really excited when he met him. It was like a big deal. And
It was.
Sid was eating a pretzel and he choked. And I was like, "Sid Haig chokes."
I almost gave Sid Haig the Heimlich maneuver, but I didn't know if I should step in.
He's like,
And then
"Don't
he
you
You
got-
might break a
water?"
rib or two.
Dislodged
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
hoping he didn't choke on any of the donuts we got him 3 years ago. Remember?
Yeah, we got him some donuts.
God.
He was not happy in that particular moment. But
Yeah,
You didn't like
I mean,
donuts?
not that until we brought him the donuts. That
Yeah.
weekend he was having a rough time of it, so
Yeah.
we helped him out. But
Aw.
so that's awesome. You got to be wed by Captain Spaulding
Yes.
in character.
We have
no
a
less.
video too. A friend of mine took the video.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Here's a
So-
clip of it.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
So, okay, cool. I think that's a good little history for you. Oh, perfect timing.
Say,
I think you would be welcome back in the future, both of you guys. So
Yeah.
hopefully you'll stop back by and talk horror with us in the future.
Yeah,
Dave, you're blocking the light.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough there.
and I
It went off.
Oh no, really?
That's probably not very long after that. I was timed to 28 minutes, so it's probably just before.
What do you need?
Hairy nipple.
Battery exhausted.
After replacing it.
That's weird. How long ago did it go off? Oh,
Well, you got the pot. That's the one.
oh, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
This is a
That's the one I
podcast.
just-
If we absolutely have to, it can be
Yeah.
audio only. But
That's the one I just put in there.
no, this is the.
Yeah, that was the one we just put in there.
He didn't film anything.
No,
So about
whatever.
about your video.
Yeah, Will
Yeah.
Dion.
Sorry. Fucking cough. Puppy head.
I like my chili hot. I like my chili so goddamn hot. You know, hog's
Yeah,
ass
so
in
this
a
one's gonna have to be
spoon.
audio, guys.
That's
That one
okay.
died pretty quick.
No.
I apologize about that.
No worries.
That's fucked up. Why did I do that?
I don't know why I did that. The battery was green when I pulled it off the charger.
Well, that's why we back up and back up and back up.
Yes, we do.
Fucking lame. Oh well. We have that. I know we have that.
Yep.
So, yeah, I guess that doesn't even matter at this point.
Well, we can roll it.
But all right, we can still finish it up here. All right, so thank you very much for.
Yes.
Wait, let me take a little fucking pause here so I know in the audio. All right, so thank you very much for joining us, The Wikid One. I know that's what we're going with. So, I want to.
AKA Josh.
There you go,
Yes.
AKA Josh. Perfect.
Check out horrorcore music. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it seems
love
like a
that
lot of
shit.
fun, and you guys should definitely check them out wherever you possibly can. Thank you very much for joining us, though. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
Jessica Stabbit.
I'm in the Wicked One, aka Josh.
I like my chili hot. I've been humming Fuego.
And remember,
Stay
stay scared.
Bro, bro, bro.
Hoopla.
Drinking your drink.